today is another ArmedFro's battle versus Hikiri-kiri of Salem. I've actually faced this guy before, and this is actually a rematch because it destroyed this guy in the first match. So I go send out my little sister as usual. He goes for a I has power. And I actually try to 2-hit KO with extreme speed. I actually do about half, so I'm actually, I'll be able to 2-hit KO. But no! I don't. He lives with 9 frickin' HP. Why don't you frickin' die? But he's like, oh, I have power, and I explode in your face. He's like, oh, what the? No! He's actually able to set stealth rocks and kill my little sister. Poor little sister. And my guy goes down. So I'm actually able, send out my black chrome because it doesn't take that much damage from stealth rocks, and everything's better with black chrome. So instead of this Jolteon, I actually think, okay, I'll be able to take a special attack and counter with Earthquake, but it actually subs up, which is rather interesting. So I actually predict, I thought maybe he was predicting a switch or something, so I just go for Earthquake again. So, and he actually subs up again, which is rather interesting. Actually Earthquake again to take out a sub. At this point I'm like, okay, either a sub again or switch. So I just go for a Meteor Mash, just predicting what he was gonna do. But rather interesting move here, he actually baton passes into his Dragonite. So I actually Meteor Mash his Dragonite, and I take him down to about 1/3 his health, which is rather nice. It's actually crippling this Dragonite. So I actually fear Fire Blast, so I switch to my Arcanine. My fluffy puppy actually intimidates him because out of fear, he actually Earthquakes, and it doesn't kill my Arcanine, which is epic. So I'm like, okay, if I Morning Sun, I'll live, and he might like predict a switch or something. So I just go for Morning Sun, but I actually outspeed his guy, which is rather interesting. And he actually does Earthquake, and I see he has a Life Orb. So like, I could stall this guy out. And I know what you're thinking, guys. I could have gone for a Fire Blast, but the chance of me missing is a lot higher chance than him getting a crit on me at this point. So I might as well just stall him out. And if he gets a crit, meh, I can Revenge Kill. So at this point, it's just Earthquake, Morning Sun, Earthquake, Morning Sun. And he doesn't switch because he doesn't want to get me to get a Morning Sun and have my Arcanine at full health because he knows the epicness of my Arcanine. So at this point, at the stall where I'm at, actually, sorry guys, I've been uploading lately. I've been doing with finals and figuring out what the hell I'm going to do with my life because I'm probably going to change majors, go to community college, experiment with classes I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. Anyways, he actually is not able to get a crit off and kill my Arcanine, so I'm actually able to stall this guy out and take his Dragonite down, which is pretty nice. So he goes for a Revenge Kill with his pretty Jolteon. I don't know, I don't like shiny Jolteon. He looks gross. But anyways, he actually figured a Revenge Kill. I could have switched, but with Stealth Rocks, Arcanine is pretty useless at this point. My poor fluffy puppy. But anyways, I go for my Tranny, and I know he was fearing a Earth Power. I just go for a Will-O-Wisp to see if he gets a physical attacker out. So I don't want to get surfed in the face, so I actually switch out my Poo. And he actually does surf, which is pretty nice prediction on my part. It is actually very predictable, but I see no leftovers or no Life Orb, so he's either Scarf, Berry, or Specs, so I actually go for Elite Seed. I didn't want to Earth Power because I didn't know all his guys, so he could have switched into another guy who had Levitate or Flying type. So Elite Seed was my best bet. So after that, I actually do a Seed Flare, predicting another switch back into whatever. So I actually get the special defense drop, which is pretty nice. So I actually stay in and go for a Hidden Power Ice at this point. But he actually tricks a Specs on my guy, which is rather funny because that is a definite kill for his Latias. So his stupid freaking OU Horde Latias goes down. He actually has a lot of Japanese names, but he goes back into his Anakin Skywalker, and he doesn't even look like a freaking Jedi. Whatever. He goes for a Sword Dance, and I'm actually fearing the Crunch, but he has Stone Edge instead, which is rather interesting. I've never seen that. But I just counter with an Earthquake, and yeah, I do not kill his Lucario, which is, I thought it was rather interesting, but meh, win some, lose some. I actually go for a Shadow Sneak at this point just to try to kill, but I actually hit a Heatran instead. I just go for Earthquake. If I don't want to switch out at this point. I don't want him to predict that. So I actually live the Earth Power, which is pretty nice, and go for Earthquake and kill his Heatran in one stroke of Earth Power. So it goes down. Boom. So he goes for a revenge kill again with his gross Jolteon. Even though Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon, I don't like the shiny Jolteon. They just don't look good. I just go for a Shadow Sneak. I know he'd outspeed me, so might as well get as much damage as I can off. So I just go in my Tranny again. At this point, I've seen all his Pokemon, and I know they're all weak to Earth. So if he does switch out, I could just go for an Earth Power, just kill whatever comes out. So go for Earth Power and kill his Jolteon, and I take the Thunderbolt pretty nicely. So I'm like, okay, this is down his last guy, and I still have a pretty good number of guys left. So he goes, actually could have switched, but I didn't want to fear a crit, and I'd pretty much be fucked if he did. So I just go from Black Chrome and finish him off with a pretty Black Chrome, because Black Chrome's epic. I just go for a Bullet Punch and make it look pretty, and I didn't want to fear a crit or something. So I just take him out, which is pretty awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. That's my puppy. Stay classy.